switching some lights on. I don't do unboxing videos. I don't think have I done an unboxing video of a new product? No, I haven't. I have asked Richer Sounds. I'm going to turn this TV off because I may get a copyright strike. But this TV has been on test all day because the owner tells me that it keeps switching off, but not switching off for me. Anyway, that's a different story. I do ask Richer Sounds for some TVs. You know, I'll gladly do that because it fits in with the channel. What I won't do for the channel is sponsorship kind of stuff. So I must point out, this is not a sponsored video. It's something that I need to use over the next couple of weeks. If I like it as much as I'm hoping I'm going to like it, I will buy another one. What I probably should have done in the first place is buy a real powerful one. These are power banks. And just to prove that it's not a sponsored video, I can't remember what the make is. I don't know. Nothing fantastic, nothing special. They're on eBay for £189. I've been looking at them for the last couple of weeks because I knew that I was in my lockup. I was either going to get rid of the lockup or I was going to make it something I use more regular so I get my money's worth out of it, if that makes sense. Okay, I said Ottoman and it's VTO Man, okay? A lot of people watching this channel will know more about this than me. Again, this is not a sponsored video. It's just, can I use this to power up a TV? Just one TV, maybe a couple of lights and a soldering iron. Or is it not really meant for that? So think of a large inverter. It's got a couple of UK sockets on it. Or is it one UK socket? So it's basically one of those. So no, it's got a couple of sockets on it, loads of USBs. Let's just get it opened. Of course, there's a chance it may not have a charge in it. I think I've opened that. So I may have to pause, go and have a cup of coffee, go and have a walk. Been doing lots of walking recently, clearing the old head, and the walking has actually been great. Tips: do not disassemble the unit or the battery. Well, no, I'm not. It's not that kind of video. I won't. Mind you, it's mine. They haven't donated it to the channel. I bought this with money. So that's what comes in the box. I will keep the box. Which camera is best to do this? Do you want the camera here, which is looking down it? Do you want this camera? I'll keep both of them for now. And there it is. That's what you get. So I'm guessing that's a car cigarette lighter. A couple of 12 volt 10 amps. Interesting. Okay. Jump cables here to jump the car. That's going to be my power input. And here is going to be the display of what battery power there is. So let me just plug it in. But I'm kind of hoping and guessing that it's going to come with some power out of the box. That's what I'd like to think. I'll get a better camera angle for you. I have got the mobile camera, which I can zoom in and do some bits in a second. Let's just find out what's in the box. It's a nice looking machine. I've never had one before, so I don't know how capable it is of doing its job. Okay, so I've got that. I haven't seen a mains lead yet. Do I have to provide my own mains lead, or is it in this box? But I'm hoping this can, I mean, this should power a soldering iron. It should power a small TV. I'm not too sure about a 55-inch big LED job, but it should. I don't need to use that, do I? Because I've got one here ready to go. Lots of people seem to be buying these at the moment. They really seem to be in fashion. So I'm just going to plug that straight in. I don't know what's going to happen. There we go. I get 8134. I don't know what that means. Which has gone down to 8108. So I guess that's it. I guess it's, I guess it's ready to go. I don't really know what I can plug into it first. Let me think. I suppose the TV behind. I don't know why it's flashing. Well, 3 of the digits are flashing. Oh gosh, it comes with a light, which is plumbing hell. That's quite bright, and it flashes slow. Okay. This is irritating me though. Why is it flickering? Why is that jumping around? I don't want that to jump around. Right, I switched it to AC. Ooh, making some noise. Now, I would imagine this should be charging it up as well. Let's just watch that. It's at 82%. Are there any buttons on the back that I have to press? Yes, you should read instructions, but come on. I'm 62, I haven't got that long left. Oh, I'm just going to plug the TV in. If it blows up, it blows up. So, I am plugging in a 55-inch Panasonic TV. That's what I bought it for. Just need a bit more lead, please. I've got no idea what's going to happen when I plug this in. I know it can handle 600 watts, but is it a true 600 watts? Or are we just about to call the fire brigade? Well, the standby light is on the TV. You can't see it because it's hidden behind here. 60 watts in standby? I don't think so. You ready? Ooh, switching it on now. Well, the TV's come on. And that switched it off. And that'll switch it back on, no doubt. Yes. So I'm just going to unplug it from the charge. Ah, it stopped doing that. I don't know what I did to stop doing. Well, I took this out, didn't I? Does that? Okay. So it does that when it's charging. So this LED TV is running at, I'll get the mobile camera. I don't tend to use this mobile camera so much because it's only HD, but you're not going to be bothered tonight, are you? So what about switching those off? It's reflecting all the lights, but I've got to have some light. What lights is that reflecting? How many lights have you got? Okay. Too bright. Okay, hopefully that's enough for you to see. So at the moment I am running this 55-inch Panasonic TV. It is an LED TV. I wouldn't dare plug a plasma into it. And it's telling me I'm up to 81 watts. So what else can we plug into it? Well, a soldering iron would be nice. This is not the soldering iron I want to take down to the unit for some particular reason. The soldering iron I want to take down to the unit, I can't see. I've hidden it. But it doesn't matter. This will be the one I take down to the unit. My fake Hacko. Not a real Hacko. But when I got these, the reviews were, it's as good, and I must admit, I don't use it that much. Ooh, What am I plugging it in here for? What are you plug it in there for, you numpty? So, I'm going to plug it into here. We're up to 157 watts. So, I'll switch the Acco Hoff for now. And I shall switch it on in a second. For some particular reason. Oh, I've switched on the top lights. Right. Oh, soldering iron's coming on. Ouch. The soldering iron is... Oh, well, I've switched it on. Let me switch it off. That doesn't make sense. Oh, now the soldering iron's on. Okay. And we're up to temperature on the soldering iron. I'm confused about the watts. Why am I confused about... Why are the watts going down when I've added more? Let me just switch off the soldering iron. Yeah, it doesn't seem to change it. All right. I'm just confused. It's just the TV running now. And the TV's now at 81 watts. But I suppose, you know, it will come down a little bit. But it was 100 odd watts earlier. I'm going to switch the soldering iron back on. Now it has gone up, so that makes sense. But I thought the TV was 100 and something odd watts before. So just in case you can't see, the soldering iron is up to 340. It does go up to, is it 500? 450 or 500? Can't remember. Oh yeah, where's my little adapter? Here it is, because you can't change it without that, I don't think. So, hopefully that's done it. No. Yeah, you've got to plug it in. Is it the other way? Nope. $314, I want it to go up. I can't blooming remember how to do this. Do you take it out to lift it up? It won't adjust with it out. 440. Do you take it out and put it back in? That does not make sense. So I want it. That's not increased it at all, so I'm confused. But anyway, it doesn't make any difference. It's fluctuating between 80... I'm going to switch the TV off. You'd have thought the TV... Switch the TV off, and the watts come down to 25. I know I should look in the manual, but that's not right. I'm going to switch the soldering iron off. If you've got one of these, explain to me in the comments, because I would have thought the TV What's a 55-inch TV with the backlights up full? I would have thought we're looking at 150 to 200 watts. Maybe well, obviously we're not, unless this is just not accurate. So it says the 55-inch TV is only 80 watts. Now, I think the backlights are looking really dark on that, so I'm going to turn the backlights on this TV up. Let's turn them up to vivid, or dynamic as it is with Panasonic. Right, I'm turning the backlights right up. And the watts go up to 87. 90. Switching on the soldering iron. Well, this is going to be, I mean, obviously it's coming down. We're at 75% and I want to watch how quickly that comes down. So I've got a soldering iron at 340 degrees. I've got a 55-inch TV. And it's only touching, let's say, 100 watts. I will be plugging in a few lights. Remember, this can handle 600 watts. What about when I switch the light on? That's a lovely bright light. Oh yeah, you can, sorry, I've just checked the monitor. You can't. That's a lovely bright light. That is really going to come in handy. Because I've got, the only lights I've got in the workshop, I've got a string of bulbs, 10 bulbs. They are 5 watt each, so that's going to be 50 watts. They're going to be very nice and bright. I'm going to use a little Samsung TV monitor, you know, one of these things I've got above my head here. So that's the main light I use when I switch on and off, as you can see. But I've got another one just here, and I use that. And I'm going to be taking, I think I'm going to be taking this one down and trying this out. Be interesting to see. So at the moment it's looking like 600 watts is plenty. So if I go in with 600 watts on a full charge, this is only 74% at the moment. It's got the USB. I mean, I could use my soldering iron with the USB-C, but that's probably not going to be enough. What's the voltage on that? 12 volts, 3 amps, does it say? Sorry, I've got to switch some lights on. Oh, 5 volts. That's no good. My soldering iron wants 18 volts. Not to worry. But this soldering iron's, you know, on. And still on. So I can plug a couple of power banks into here and run some lights and some other bits and bobs without any problem whatsoever. I mean, I'm not going to be having a 55-inch TV in the darn. Well, I may be repairing a couple of them over the next couple of weeks, but and it's not going down very much. I'm really impressed with this. I mean, you have to understand that I'm only going to be in, just like this workshop, I'm never in this workshop for longer than 3 hours at a time. The only time I'm in this workshop longer is when I'm doing editing. But I'm going to carry on doing the editing in this workshop. You know, the computers, the editing machines and stuff, they're not coming down there. It really is, that place really is just a storage, but it's got a couple of workbenches. It's twice the size as this place, as the one I'm in now. So, and it's quite nice, you know, but it is a garage. I know I call it my lockup, but that's what it is. It's a lockup. It's a garage, but it's got carpets. Now it's got electricity, and it's got a couple of workbenches. And it's going to be a nice place to work while I just do some maintenance on this one. And I'll take a couple of cameras down, as I say, but I'm quite impressed with this. At the moment, I'm just touching, 101 watts maximum. And I'm not going to have a 55-inch TV. I'm going to be repairing if I do have a 55-inch TV, you turn it on for 10 minutes after you've fixed it, and that's it. None of this soak testing rubbish, so that would be off. And then obviously the watts will change. I'm still getting used to this. I don't really understand, but we've only gone down to 73%. I've got the iron on. The soldering iron is still on. I'll switch the soldering iron off. Is the TV standby going to be 23 watts? Let me unplug the TV. My goodness. 20 watts for the TV on standby for a 55-inch. And I suppose 5 watts is just the natural draw of the unit itself, because it's going to make no difference unplugging the soldering iron. Bright light, 7 watts, or technically 2 watts. Full brightness, 15 watts. Oh, that's, yeah, that was full brightness. Okay. Maybe you know more about these machines than me, but that's basically it. You plug the input in there. I don't like the idea that these look similar. I don't want to stick whatever it is I'm sticking in here, 12 volts, 12 to 30 volts. So what's this actually chucking out? 3.75 amps, output 18 to 24 volts. Okay. But the output sockets look the same as that input sockets. And, I'm not saying they are the same, but, well, actually I am. I'm saying they're the same. So that's a bad design, because, if an idiot were to use this, there may be a problem. Just make sure you always stick it in there. So what about charging? How quickly does it charge up? %, 1.2 hours. Hang on a minute. I'm a bit mystified by the 1.2 hours. Oh, now it's got 38 hours. Okay, probably 1.2 hours to charge fully. So let me plug the TV in standby. .1 hours. Okay. How many hours? Sorry, I'll zoom in. How many hours do I get if I turn the TV on? .4 hours. 1.3 hours. Okay. How many hours do I get if I plug the soldering iron in? Switching it on now. Waiting for it to get up to temperature, and it's up to temperature. Well, it still says 2.7 hours. Oh, I'm going down. But 72%. So I would imagine plugging a few things into this when it's at 100%. I would imagine, bearing in mind I'm now running a large TV and a soldering iron, I would get, what, 2 to 3 hours worth? Yeah, something like that. Sorry, I'm switching some lights on. So let me switch off the soldering iron. Let me put the TV to standby. And let me start charging it up. That is wrong. But anyway, apart from that, I think it's wonderful. I think it will do the job nicely. And if it does do the job nicely, I may invest in another one, but we'll see first. I may not need to. It'd be interesting to see how long it takes to charge up. I obviously should read the manual about things, but you don't need to use a manual, do you? We've opened the box up, plugged it in for 5 minutes, and we know. Is that percentage going up? 72. Or is that 7.2? I don't know. I'll wait, see if that goes up to 73. But I should be charging it up now. I wonder how long it takes from 0 to a full charge. Doesn't seem to be going up very much, does it? Or do I switch it off anywhere? No, there is not a... Oh, have I still got the AC on? It's not drawing. There's no switches anywhere, as far as I can see. You'd have thought there would have been an isolation switch somewhere on this. Oh, it's gone up to 73. Yeah. It's a slow charge. How slow? How long do you reckon from 0 to... Because I will probably run this down pretty much to 0. It did say that you can charge it in your car. Did I get a car charger type thing with it? I don't remember seeing one in the box. Oh, hang on, more stuff in the box. Sorry. So in the box comes with a car charger. That will be handy. So you can charge this up in the car as you drive around, and you get some USB-C cables. Will that do my lights? This one might do. Oh no, not that one. No. I've got a light that I haven't used in ages that will... Oh, I was going to say that will not charge up, but I think it just has. Yeah. Okay, sorry. Going to leave it to charge up to 100%, and I will take it down the unit tomorrow and see what happens. But unless I'm missing something, I'm really impressed. It looks like running a basic TV, and let's face it, I'm only going to be running a TV for the maximum of 15 minutes. Plug it in at the start, find out what the fault is, repair it, then plug it in, leave it on test for 10 minutes. And that's it, especially if it's a backlight job. If it's on, it's on. There's going to be some lights. I wouldn't plug a heater into this. So these just seem really fantastic. They've obviously been around for ages, and I've just never needed it, so I've never looked into it. But I'm really impressed that I can run TV, soldering iron, some lights, and do some work in the other workshop. It's charging up slowly. I would imagine, what, in an hour and a half, that's going to be 100%. So I think it's very good. The only downside I can see is the input's the same as the outputs, and an idiot will get that wrong, possibly. Possibly. Maybe there's a protection circuit to stop that, but I would have thought they should have 12 volt 10 amp outputs. Cigarette lighter out. That's all right, very good. It's exactly what I thought it would be, and maybe, well, and with the light, it's a little bit more than I thought it would be. I think that's really good. Can I make it go bright here without it causing an issue? Yeah, I can. I mean, that's going to be enough. That light alone would... Well, let me make it dark in here. Okay, it's... Yeah. Does it go any brighter than that? Is there another stage? No. So there's that, and there's that. But it's still bright enough to film in? Possibly not. Which is why I'm going to be plugging in one of these above. The price of these, they're on eBay for £185, but you get a 15% discount, which knocks it down to 150 something, if you're interested. But of course, I'm rather hoping that viewers of this channel have probably been using these for years and years. I know people that have got camper vans probably use them, and I don't think I've gone for the, well, I'm sure I've not gone for the best make. For some particular reason, I just liked this. I watched a review on YouTube, a proper review, not me just plugging stuff into it. Mind you, you know, you can run a 55-inch TV on it for quite some time. And the reviews were really good. But reviews can be really good, can't they? It's a bit like when you see a review of something on Facebook and everybody underneath has commented, yes, I bought one of these and they're absolutely fantastic and my husband loves me more. And you think that's not a genuine review. But the YouTube one was pretty good. I'm impressed with that. So just in case you need to know, it's the VTO Man Jump 600X. I think they do a Jump 300. I think they do a Jump 900 as well, which would be interesting. But as I was trying to allude to, maybe you've had these for ages. Maybe there's an even better one. I mean, I think I'm going to have to go up to... I think my next one should be probably a Jump 1000. But maybe you can recommend a better model. Or maybe this is absolutely fine for what I need. I'll leave it up to you. But... I think that is going to come in handy. I don't know why. I'm just quite impressed with that light. I didn't expect it. I didn't see that in the review. Little things please a man. Moving on. Thank you very much, and see you over the weekend. I have got a couple of TVs I need to fix this weekend, but I needed to fix them yesterday and the day before. But the TVs I'm fixing this weekend are TVs for me. The customer jobs have all been done. You know, I don't put customer jobs on the back burner because that's cash in the pocket. But things are going at a slower pace for 2 or 3 reasons that I'm not going to go into now. But I'm going to get this all wired up, and next week sometime do some filming down there if it works. Don't expect the filming to be great quality because it's only going to be HD, I think, with the cameras that I'm taking down there. But it's just going to be a little bit different, and that will give me the freedom of the daytime to gut this place, hide a few wires, test a few sockets, and just make sure that everything, and probably fit a new carpet, all those silly little things. So that's why I've invested in this. But if this works well, there's no reason why I can't use the lockup on a more regular basis for doing some fixes, just to break it up a bit, I suppose. We shall see. Anyway, have a lovely weekend. No doubt I'll see you tomorrow. I'll give you an update on if I've managed to get these up and running, but I'm still waiting for some lights to arrive yet, so I can't go into the lockup tomorrow and just suddenly start. But there's a workbench in there, and it's ready to go, but I want to get this installed, get some lights, get a TV light type thing beaming down, and then we'll be ready. I shall be taking this one, I think. It's just a 32-inch, but this will do nicely. Okay, I've said enough now. Speak to you soon. Bye.